Hello everybody, Rare Tangent again. Today, I actually have done a little bit of work off camera, and as you can see, we have a nice little shelter going on here. It took me a lot of work off camera actually. I managed to find a great wood tree somewhere off into the distance that way, which I used for the border at the bottom of the building. I used oak stairs and regular fence posts for the supporting beams and just plain cobblestone for the actual wall. So I'm going to go ahead and move everything else back into our house. As you can see, I picked up a lot of rubber wood. I got it from that tree right there. I had mistaken it for a greatwood tree, but then I realized it's rubber wood, so I can't angle it. No matter. We have our shelter up and running here. Just gonna place these things down. And what we're gonna want to do... Oh, I forgot to punch out those windows. What we're going to want to do today is actually start to explore one of our mines so we can get the materials we need to get our carpenter up and running. So in order to do that, we need to prepare for our journey down. I'm going to go ahead and deposit all of our unnecessary materials. We'll need food, we'll need some building blocks, our cobblestone. Might need an axe. Don't need leather. Don't need our wooden pickaxe. Don't need that. We are going to need torches, food, and another pickaxe. So ours is very low. You know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and make 2 more stone pickaxes. There we go. Now we are all ready to go venturing. You know what? I might need some more torches. Just to be on the safe side. So, there we go. We got plenty of torches now. Okay. Now, I'm trying to remember where I saw that cave. I should have marked it. Well, let's go exploring, see if we can't find another one. I dug some cobblestone out of there. I found some amber. I'll show you what that ore block looks like. This right here is amber. Not quite sure what it's used for. Might be maybe one of the Thaumcraft, or maybe something along those lines. I don't know. I'm not really sure. We do have some sugarcane here. Don't really need that. We have another beehive there, and I'm not sure what that is. I think that's another Thaumcraft thing. Looks like some, like, obsidian looking thing. Not sure what that is actually. So I'll leave it be. And unfortunately night is falling already. So we should find a cave quickly. Oh, did I find one? Yes, I did. Actually, I found a ravine. I almost jumped right on in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine a staircase up to the surface. just to be safe. There we go. We have our entry and our exit, just so no monsters spawn outside there. Gonna light that up, and now I'm going to start our descent. And we do have some more copper right here. Copper is very, very common. It's nothing out of the ordinary. You will find tons of it. Pretty much in abundance like you do coal. This white block right here is actually marble. It's a neat block that's found in these mod packs. Put a torch down. And unfortunately, it looks like it's another drop. So I'm just going to keep digging a spiral down, and hopefully we find some good materials along the way and get down safely. Because there's nothing more aggravating than losing all of your items because you make one silly mistake. Now there has to be a zombie down there. Will this drop? Yep, that drops too. Okay, I'm gonna dig this way and dig in. I wonder if these will drop. So far, no drop off. And we have a drop off. But we are getting closer. And we actually almost have our way down. And there we go. Okay, now that we're down, safe and sound here, just gonna light the area up a little bit, make it a tad bit safer for us to explore. And as you can see, there are tons of new ores all around me, and I will explain them in a very short minute. I just gotta get this area lit up. That way we don't have any creepers spawn on us when we're doing our gathering. Okay, now one or two more torches should do the trick. Okay, that could have been really bad. And that is really bad. That, folks, is why you light the area up very, very well. I'm gonna let my health regenerate here. I could have just gotten killed and lost all of my progress. As you can see, this is, I believe, either rubies or red emerald or red sapphires. I forget what they're called in this mod pack. On Tekkit, they're actually rubies. But I'm gonna go ahead and mine this here. this we have sorry about that, I sneezed. This ore right here is tin. Tin is very important in all of our building. We need loads of tin. Because in order to create bronze, we need tin and copper. So we're going to go ahead and pick up as much tin as we possibly can. I accidentally hit that bat. Okay, we've got some tin. I'm receiving a phone call. Hello? 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 Who is this? Who is this? Sorry about that again, guys. Phone call. This stuff never ends. Anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, just perfect example of why you want to light up the area before you really start to mine. I had no idea there was a creeper behind me. Blew up. Could have been an instant death for me, but I lucked out. Sorry about that, guys. I just had a lot of stuff come up real quick, and I am back, actually. I lit up this area a little bit. I actually found some more materials here. We got some more copper. I started to dig that way. Found some more tin. Got some coal right here. Gonna go ahead and pick this up. Now, in the normal Minecraft version, coal is pretty obsolete once you get to a certain point in the game. It's pretty much the same for Tekkit and Feed the Beast, but early on it plays a much bigger role in your machines and crafting. Coal doesn't quite last as long as it does in the normal Minecraft. You could have 6 stacks of coal and you'll fly through it. So coal is a very important resource this early in our game. So I am not going to pass up a single opportunity to gather some coal. Got some more tin, I believe. Yep. The only reason I hesitated is because lead and tin look pretty much the same. And that is one of the new mobs. It's called a brainy zombie. And with their brains they drop, you can create an item called Brain in a Jar. And you can use it as an XP farm. And instead of going to pick up all the XP yourself, it'll store it in the jar, and next time you come to it, you can open it up, and voila, all the XP goes right into your XP bar. Neat for like monsters, spawners, and things along that nature. Just a fun little fact for you guys. Does sound like it's storming up there. My sword did break, so I am kind of defenseless down here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up down here, and we can... How did I get down here, actually? It was right here. Okay. Now that we're gonna head back up, and with that, we can start to melt down some of our new ores. Yep, it's raining. Got some iron there. Some shards, as you can see off in the distance. Those are part of the Thaumcraft mod here. I'm not familiar with that mod pack at all, so if you guys have any helpful info on that, please do let me know. And I was almost just struck by lightning. Now I am trying to rush back to the house here. I'm really defenseless out here, actually. There are tons of zombies and monsters everywhere. I'm gonna try and cut them off. Seems like it worked out pretty well, except for the skeleton that's arching at me. Okay. Now that we're inside, safe and sound. Mostly safe and sound. There we go. Now that we're safe and sound. I really wish I would have put windows in. But at least nothing can get inside. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some wood, grab some wool, and I'm gonna make a bed and try and sleep this one out. I shall see you guys in the morning. Unless I get this message. Okay. Plan B. That's one enemy taken care of. Trying to hide from the skeleton while killing that zombie. Should have gotten that last hit off on him. Now all I have to do is take care of this creeper in the back, and I should be able to sleep. Okay. Now that the monsters are all dealt with, into the house I go, and into... It's not nighttime out! Ugh. Okay, well, Right here, I'm going to cook up some copper, which will turn into these copper ingots, and I'll show you just what we can make with copper. We can make some copper blocks, some copper building materials, cool things like that. Copper gears, electron tubes, those are very important in forestry. Same with these gears. Copper cables are handy for the Buildcraft and Industrial Craft mods. But mostly what we're going to want are these copper gears and these electron tubes. So we're going to need a lot of copper. And I'll show you guys what tin is used for. Tin is used for these tin ingots, which are used to create bronze. And bronze is used for actually, I'll show you how to make bronze. It's tin dust and copper dust and that, and then you get bronze dust, and then you smelt that and you get 2 bronze bars. But now, in order to make bronze dust, you need a macerator, which is a Buildcraft mod. But I will get into that a whole nother episode because it is a very complicated process when you're first starting off. But let me show you guys one more thing. Carpenter. Carpenter is made with 3 bronze bars on both sides, a sturdy casing, and 2 glass. Now, the sturdy casing is made from 8 bronze ingots, or bars, and you get a sturdy casing. And then the carpenter does all of our fancy crafting for our recipes. It's kind of like an automated workbench for forestry. It has tons of cool, neat little things that we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and cook up this last copper ingot and cook up the tin and show you guys quite what that looks like. And I'll show you the brain in the jar right here. Now I'm not quite sure how to craft it. It doesn't give me a recipe for it, but I'm sure it uses zombie brains and probably a jar. But yeah, that's that. And there's tons of different items in this mod pack, as you can see from the Too Many Items mod. We have our generator, we have our macerator, wherever that's at. Where is the macerator? We have a rotary macerator, that's not quite it. Here we go. Macerator. This is the first machine that we're going to want to make. And in order to make that, we are going to need an electronic circuit, which will require redstone, so we are going to have to do more exploring until we get redstone. And here we go, we have some tin ingots. And as you can see, this is the shape that you need in order to create bronze, but with the dust of the item, which you get dust from using the macerator to break down bars or raw ore. If you break raw ore, I believe you get 2 dust. If you break down the bar, you only get 1. But if you break down the ore and you get 2 dust, which can be smelted into individual bars. You're basically doubling your output of ore. And it's still not quite night yet. I believe that is the only way to make bronze. It's like here. Melting bronze dust gives you bronze bar. Powered furnace, bronze dust, bronze bar. And yep, that's it. That's the only way to make bronze. With that, guys, I will actually call it a night, and I will see you all bright and early in the morning.